God dang my rod. Damn it.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Man, that was heartbreaking, wasn't it? I cannot believe I tried to flip that fish in the boat, broke my rod. But that's the crazy thing about river fish, man. When the river here went from 165 to 170,000 to that night there we was fishing, it was down to about 50,000. And man, those fish was crazy. Every fish that I caught, man, they like they never got them in the boat. I mean, even if they was 12 inches, they're crazy, absolutely crazy. But sorry about that. So on this episode here, it's going to be different. You know, most of them we show tournament fishing and stuff. And this actually was a tournament that we fished. This was a Wednesday nighter out of Russellville that we fished. We didn't do any good. We had a chance to win it. Man, I lost some good ones. I caught a couple real nice ones, but man, I lost a couple real big ones in this thing. But that's river fishing, man. These fish, like I said, they're absolutely crazy. Drops down, they're ready to eat. They're out on the edge of the grass, or they're on the edge of the wood, or setting up on the rocks, and man, they're ready to eat. And man, dude, when they hit it, they're going right down the current, and you better be hanging on because you're in for a ride. But I've got a couple illustrations that I'm going to pull up, and it's what it is it's current, and where the current flows, how it breaks. I'll go through about 3 scenarios of it flowing a lot to about mid-flow, which mid-flow here is usually about 50, 60,000. A lot of flow here is usually 100,000. And then down to, 15 to 20,000 is, man, it's really good here when it's 15 to 20,000, especially in the summertime. So I'm going to run through about 3 illustrations and give you some tips. And man, hopefully it'll help y'all catch fish and become better river fishermen. So let's jump right into it. Okay, in this illustration here, I've got point 1, I've got a point number 2, I've got a point number 3, I've got a point number 4, and I've got a point number 5. Okay, so the first little clip I showed you, the fish that I was flipping into the boat and I broke my rod, was actually on something like number 5. Okay, it's kind of a straight bank with a little bit of points coming out. In this particular spot, there was cattail reeds. Okay, so the more current you got, these fish will be more on these flatter type banks, tucked back in those reeds, because the current really can't get in there, and they can really hide from that current, but it'll still filter the bait through there to where they can feed. So they'll be back in that stuff, and you'll be like, oh, there's no fish here. Well, they're probably there, but they're tucked back in that stuff. So as the current starts to drop, those fish will start pulling further out to those reeds, okay? Just like they was a while ago, okay? So as the current keeps falling, those fish will actually either move up or move down to the points, like number 3. They'll be on the sides of it. So when that current gets around 30, 40,000 or so like that, they'll move to the sides of it where the 2 X's are on point 3, okay? When the current falls to, say, 10,000, they'll be really stacked up on these points, and they'll either be in the reeds, or what we see here a lot is they'll be sitting on the reeds, and they'll let a school of shad come by, and then they start chasing them out off the point, and they'll start blowing, and you can catch them on the topwater. That's usually what happens here, okay? So just remember, the more current you have, the more they're going to be back into that stuff, okay? The less current you have, the more they're going to go out, okay? And it's kind of the same with sandbars and stuff up here, which I've got a couple videos that we'll do on that as well. But so for right now, we're just going to focus on number 5 to number 3, straight bank with some points, and that's typically where these fish will be, okay? So I'll play a couple of clips of some fish we caught on it, and then we'll go back. We'll start on number 4, number 2, and number 1. So we'll play some clips right now, and we'll go from there.
First, Hodges is further away on that side where the back place is. And then we'll go to the back place. Really? In them reeds.
And then we'll go to, see like?
Yeah. How fat that little dude is.
What were they like?
Oh yeah, baby. That's what lives in the grass. Watch out, son. God dang my right. Damn it.
Okay, so both of those fish that we caught right there was where number 5 is. That's actually the side of the island there. So there was a lot of fish in that particular spot from 5 to number 3 because there was so much flow. There was about 60,000, and it wasn't on the points because the current was really ripping on the points. So I figured that they was on the side of those islands, and man, they was. I'll come around to the other side of that island. I catch a few more off of it. But just remember that, man, when that current, that current's pretty strong, those fish will really be on the sides of them, and they'll be tucked back up in the reeds, or if there's wood on there, they're going to be on the back side of the wood versus the top side of the wood, unless you've got an eddy part like you see down here in number 4 where that eddy is. If there's a lot of current, those fish will really pile up on those spots like that where you see right behind the number 1 point, right behind the number 4. That current, when it eddies right in there, that current will actually go the opposite way. And if you can find where the current is actually meeting together, man, that's the best spot. You can just about every time call your shot. If you can find a spot like that on the river, man, they are automatic. But the current wasn't that strong this particular night. There was more on the sides of these islands versus even on the points. Wasn't hardly anything on the points because the way the water was flowing. But man, if you could find the sides of those islands, that had some little reed points or had a log on it, man, it was automatic. So y'all just remember that. You just really got to read that current. And like I said, these fish are really, really easy to pattern on the river. Once you catch a couple in the spot, man, you can run it all day long.
Look out, son. We're flipping, dude. Woo. That's a good one. That is a good one there.
My stomach hurts.
Yeah, I know it does. Woo, baby. Look at that one. That's what we call Arkansas river bass right there, baby. Yeah. Watch out, son. Oh, was it a Subaru or something? Yep. Yep. Okay. Are you the owner? Okay, well, yeah. Okay, well, the owner's the one that's going to have to come pick it up. No. Well, it's got to be a notarized letter, but yeah, they can do that, yeah. Okay, all right, well. Get it, okay? You won't be able to get it out tonight now. We've already closed for the day, but I'll let you have it tomorrow for $2.25. Uh-huh.
Got you, my little one. We're not going to be able to weigh in.
Well,
if we had to go right now, we wouldn't.
hope y'all enjoyed that video. Hope y'all learned something from it. Right now I'm going to share a few of the baits that I love throwing. I've made a lot of money on them, and I've caught so many fish on them. And I ain't just caught them on the Arkansas River. I've caught them on the Red River. I've caught them on the Cumberland, Tennessee River. I've caught them in a lot of places, and I absolutely love them. My favorite, number 1, is a 1/2 ounce black balloon chartreuse jig, and I pair it with a Zoom, black and blue Zoom Super Chunk. I love that bait. Now, if I'm flipping heavier stuff, I'll go down to the Super Chunk Junior. Same color. It's a smaller profile, so the jig will slide down through there more. If the current is really ripping, I love throwing. I always threw a D-bomb. And but I've gotten on this Black Label bait, and man, I really love it. It's black and blue. It's called the 4-inch bug. super, super awesome bait. Flips really good. It goes through the cover. It's got a lot of action in the legs. And, man, I'm telling you what, I really caught the heck out of them on it. And I'm throwing it on half-ounce weight, like I said, trocar straight shank hook, and 20-pound test fluorocarbon line. I love Seagar, the blue InvizX. Is it VizX? I don't know. It's the blue label. I don't even know. I got it out in the shop. I buy that 2,500 yard spool or whatever it is. I absolutely love that stuff. Got a lot of confidence in it. I know a lot of people throw other stuff. That's what I throw. And never had any problems with it. As you can see in this one here, I broke a rod. I didn't break the line, I broke a rod. So it's tough enough to break a rod. So appreciate y'all watching, man. Make sure that y'all like and subscribe and share. I absolutely love making the content. Like I said, I apologize. I've been super busy with football, and Jackson's playing, I'm coaching, and Emmy's cheering and swimming and gymnastics. So I've got a few more that I need to post out there. Just got to do the editing on them, but they're really good videos. They're real good shows. So, hey, like I said, I appreciate it. Man, I can't do this without y'all. Please tell all the rest of your friends to join Muddy Water Mafia, please, because we can't do it without you guys. But, hey, we will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.